Hey there everybody, Mazrock here, and today we are going to be talking about Afflicted and Incorporeal, the two of the three new affixes introduced in Season 2 of Dragonflight, because I have some opinions, and before you comment, you might not know where this goes just yet. Before we do get into it though, please do like, comment, subscribe. It goes such a long way towards helping out the channel. If you are interested in early access content, exclusive content, all that fun stuff, there is a Patreon link down below. I can't do these videos without you. This, in fact, is going to be an early access video for them for at least 2 days. So come on by, check it out. There's a Discord link, wonderful community full of great people. I'm going to be doing more community raids. We're adding more stuff to the schedule. This has been an absolutely fun season in general, so come on by, check that out. And of course, there's a Twitch link down below. Come watch me stream. And then there's merch. I got, I only do Dungeons Fully Erect. I'm the Healer Now Blood DK shirt, Sad Bear shirt. Lots of good stuff. T-shirts, hoodies, whatever. Alright, so Incorporeal and Afflicted. Now, I have seen, I have heard, I have debated all sides of this argument. I have seen the forums. I have seen what people say. I've read it. I've counter-debated. I've played devil's advocate. I've done it all. Incorporeal and Afflicted are very easy affixes, in my opinion. Now, this video is going to be heavily opinionated. That's what this is based off of. Incorporeal and Afflicted are very easy affixes. If the people in your party are aware of them, take the right talents to take care of them, and actually press those fucking buttons. And therein lies the problem with Incorporeal and Afflicted. A lot of people have said Blizzard have made this too hard. Nay. I don't think so at all. The community has made this too hard. Because the community, and as I've noticed with really shitty pugs, is they expect... Alright, this is generalization. There's a lot of people here, and there's plenty of people on both sides. I have had pugs groups where literally every Afflicted is done within like 0.1 seconds. It's planned around, and we don't even talk. Like, full pug group, and it's great. Or Incorporeal, or whatever. And it works out beautifully. But then we have these pugs that don't take, and don't think they should take, any talent in their tree to help with the affix, because it's not my problem. It's not my job. And that is the problem. That's where the bullshit, that's where the brick keys, that's where everything stems with both of those two affixes. The amount of hunters that I've seen never use a frost trap on Incorporeal is mind-blowing last week. The amount of people that I've seen refuse to take a talent to leave a group because they don't want to take a talent to deal with the affix is unreal. Why? You are in a Mythic Plus group, and I've always said that there's an unwritten rule that you use your kit to the best of your abilities to be able to make the run go smooth. This is everything from the tank, healer, and DPS. Yes, and this is mainly, this has mainly not been a problem with healers. Healers usually always take what they need. There have been a couple, that were still new to the affix and didn't quite know certain talents worked and things like that, but that's a learn and work in progress, right? So that's kind of fine. This is a big problem with DPS and a lot of tanks. Now, for me, if I have it, I take it. So I'm having to rely on the words of others. For example, it's kind of a joke in my stream right now that Guardian Druid can't take anything to deal with Afflicted. It's just too hard. I have gone an entire dungeon, and I got 80% of them by myself. Literally, I soloed most of the affix because the healer was a little bit newer to the game and was a little bit worried about everything. I was on my bear, so I'm like, don't worry. Just get them when you can, but I'm going to crank them out. Why? Dream of Cenarius regrowth procs every 30 seconds, which is 1 free regrowth in bear form, and I have Remove Corruption. I was able to deal with 2 of them at a time. Pop a regrowth on one of the Afflicted and dispel the other. And it literally was not a problem. Because I took the talents required to do it. Because I understand that my job in a dungeon run is to take the required talents for the run to go smooth. And when all 5 people do this, if they can, because there are some specs that can't, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit, but there are some, if you can, and use those buttons. Because sometimes I'd ask, hey, man, can you take this talent to, help out the with the affix? They take it, and then they never use it once. Because it's not my problem. That is such a bullshit way of thinking in this game. It's stupid. Mechanics are everybody's problem. Everybody's problem. If you are in an organized 5-man group in Mythic Plus and you have one healer that says, hey, I'm going to deal with all the affixes, don't worry about it, that's great. But you can't expect that in a pug group. And to expect that in a pug group is really stupid. Like, really stupid. By the way, this is going to get a little ranty. Yeah, if you haven't noticed. Because it's just, why would you not take a singular talent and maybe a global from time to time to help with the affix? Literally, it's greed, it's selfishness, and it is absolutely asininely fucking stupid beyond belief. But that's the problem with the affixes. It's not the affixes themselves, it's how the community approaches these affixes. Because there is a large sentiment in the community that any affix is not my problem. It's somebody else's. Well, when you have 5 people in the dungeon that have that same belief, guess what that happens to that run? It goes really fucking poorly. Really poorly. Where if an attitude switch and an attitude change towards, I'm going to do what I can to help out, literally, and is that such a crazy bonkers thing to say? I'm going to do what I can to help out. Like, I should be crucified for saying something like that in World of Warcraft, right? I should literally be thrown into a fucking pit to never be seen again to say such blasphemous words. Like, I'm going to do what I can to help out. I can't fucking believe it. Now, on the flip side of this, I play all 6 tanks. If you know this channel and been around, I play all 6 tanks every single week. I fill out all my vaults, and I gear everything up. There is a certain frustration that comes from these affixes when you're playing a tank that literally can't do anything. There's no talent. There's nothing. There's no potion to file. There's nothing I can do except watch it go off. And that feeling of helplessness really fucking sucks. That's my big beef with these affixes, is there's certain tank specs, which is a required role in Mythic Plus, that are immediately eliminated, non-puggable, declined for every key, because they can't even help. Their kit won't allow it. And that I don't like. That I'm not a fan of, and I think that needs to be worked around a little bit. That kind of needs some improvement. And we've only seen live 1 week each these versions of the affixes, right? They're not known to everybody yet. There have been some visual errors as well, where they're not easy to see. I mean, if you take the second boss, the Dragon boss in Vortex Pinnacle, everything's white tornadoes, and the Afflicted are like white beings that you barely see. And the nameplates on them, there have been some fixes that have come out from the community, but I think that could have been a much better job by Blizzard, and I do expect Blizzard to kind of come through and help out with the nameplate situations on Afflicted, and they did make the visual clarity of Incorporeals a lot better. So there is some things along the way, and they have been reworking affixes and changing things for a while now. Look at the change of bolstering from literally BFA to now, or Sanguine from Legion to now. While the core of them are the same, they're very kind of different affixes, or very a lot minor from what they used to be. So there is some improvement to be done along the way. So I don't want to fully shit on Blizzard for kind of some stuff that may have slipped under the table, or just some slight oversight. I really think the visual improvement on Afflicted needs to be a lot better. That's kind of my big gripe. But I really don't like the feeling of helplessness being on a tank that I can't do anything. Like, I literally can't, and that sucks. But the community also needs to get their fucking shit together and press a global to help out the party every once in a while. That's it. Rant done. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. Have yourself a good one. Happy tanking.